Here at Watermelon News, we'll tell you the truth even if it sets you free, making America melancholy since 2023.
Good evening, America. I'm Julie the Bully, and this is Watermelon News. Today, we got a special guest, Mr. Timothy Ryan Davis, the creator of Watermelon Head in France. Probably calls it that because it's ironic and he has a big ass head. But I'd let him hit it so he'll fall in love and then give him more heartache so he'll utilize that as wind in the sails to produce more art and shit. Hell yeah, sounds like we got ourselves a plan. I hope he isn't trying to make money off of this. That's copyright infringement on Disney. I'll take them in the back and shoot them between the eyes execution style. This is just an assumption, but it seems like this guy is mildly autistic. Maybe he was dropped on his melon as a child. While this clip is ironic considering my last statement, damn.
What's up, Julie?
What's up, honey? You're even finer in person. But damn, you do have a big ass head. What inspired you to do this?
Well, it all started when I was a kid. I was in the kindergarten line, and my teacher's going on about, like, if you do good in school, if you pay attention and you really work hard and do good in both elementary and high school, you get to pick your college you go to, and that can determine whether or not if you make more money or not. I'm like, this whole system is based around money. The funny thing is, the fact is that when they say one nation under God, they're not referring to the Almighty, they're referring to money, which controls the maze. And people just submit to it, and they wonder why they're not very happy, because they've forgotten how to be a community. Now everyone just sits around and shares what they bought off Amazon and shares pictures of their car. Like, this is my best friend, this is my car, it gets me around, gets me through the mud, gets me through the dirt. But, and in the same sense, they want to use that as a cloaking device to ignore the people around them. It's like, yeah, I'm doing good, sitting high on the hog. All these people around me just want what I have. They want this, and so they become very inward and very narrow-minded. And they might sport an American flag or have a 14-karat gold cross, but they're not resonating anything that's the principles of those two, which is being a community and spreading light and having communication. I have 3 phones, and I barely talk on the phone, barely talk at all. Just sit in my head, not really dwell on anything. I just kind of like, I can't help but notice how everything is. I'm like, wait a second, is this healthy? And then every next person wants to just be like, get off of drugs. Like, I can't even afford drugs because I spend all my money on cigarettes and Monster. My main 2 vices. But at the same time, I feel like if we were a better community, if we were better people, I think that's why every other person's like, oh, fuck Joe Biden or fuck Trump, is because they don't want to hold themselves accountable for not really trying to be a community that can work outside of the system that was never for the people to begin with. That was all front, obviously. If it was for the people, would we all be in this state that we're in right now? Or would we have like more barbecues and more get-togethers and more communication? I feel like if it was actually for the people, then we'd be in better health. We'd feel better about ourselves. We wouldn't be so alienated. We wouldn't be turning to these vices to pacify us so we can just like kind of clog our arteries and shit so we don't think, so we can be complacent. When life isn't about complacency, it's about enduring the trials and tribulations to be refined as true individuals, which is also being suppressed. Like, if you're a true individual, like, they just write you off as crazy. And that's why I don't understand the people who say they're American and say they're Christian, but they want to constantly go on about how God doesn't like this and how God doesn't like that. I feel my heart, not that it really matters what I feel in my heart, because, but If I were the Almighty, I wouldn't be dwelling on the trivial. I'd be seeing people's character and the contents of their heart and their intentions, not whether or not they come off as erratic or whatever.